What's up, everybody? Welcome to After the Lies. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Hess.
Today we're talking about Big Little Lies, Season 2, Episode 3, The End of the World.
I think he should stop smoking crack before we do the podcast.
Yeah, I agree, actually.
I have not. I've never smoked crack.
So what did you guys think about this week's episode?
I thought it was all right.
Yeah, it was okay. We're not as a bitch.
I liked it. I'm kind of into it now. I was okay with the first episode, but now I'm into it.
I think I liked this last episode better, but I
Yeah,
didn't.
episode
I
two.
agree. Last week's was a better episode, but I still like this one.
Yeah,
This one was very awkward.
this was a weirder episode.
Yeah.
It was like there was a lot of jumping around.
Like every time, can't think of her name. What's the old lady's name?
Mary Louise.
Yeah, I was thinking of a real name. But yeah,
Yeah.
every time Mary Louise would like talk to anybody, it was like so awkward.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
when she was talking to Jane, she's like, "So like, yeah, I get my son raped you, but like, are you sure that's how the events went down?" Going
It
on,
was so
I was
bad.
like, "Jesus
So
fuck,
bad.
lady, just like." And like what you said when we were watching, like, what do you want from this conversation? How did you expect this to go?
yeah.
And then like
Really?
a couple scenes later, she actually sees Ziggy, and she's like, "Oh fuck, he kind of does look like my Perry."
Yeah.
Maybe she was onto something.
It was like she was like discounting that. Like she was just like, no, my son didn't rape you. Like you provoked him. You were provocative, and
Yeah,
it's just like, it's just cringeworthy.
Yeah.
I'm interested where it's all gonna go. How far she's defending her son, like
I think she might kill someone.
that'd be fucking interesting.
You think she's gonna kill someone?
I wouldn't put it past her.
So you think she's gonna kill someone? Who do you think she'd kill?
Yeah, who would she kill?
If she
Would she
kills one of
kill
these
Bonnie?
characters.
Bonnie killed him.
Probably Madeline.
Oh, I think
I was gonna say Matt. I was like,
Who's
who the
fucking
fuck
Matt?
is Matt? That one,
Matt.
one of the dudes in the audience. I think she'd kill either Bonnie or Celeste. If she's gonna
Yeah.
kill any of them.
Well, let's not forget that Bonnie's mom is a little cuckoo as well.
Yeah, we didn't really get to see any of her this episode.
Is that like
Well,
what is that like
flashbacks.
voodoo or something?
That's what. Yeah, we said that last
Yeah.
week. We were
I
assuming.
mean,
it was
anytime
voodoo.
there's chicken bones involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's usually chicken bones involved when I eat wings.
So you're doing voodoo when you're eating wings.
I thought you didn't eat wings.
Every now and then I will.
Oh, okay.
His story's changing. Huh?
Yeah.
I've evolved as a person.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
So
Let's cut to the.
let's cut to a clip.
Oh God. I don't even know what this clip is. So
It's pretty sexy.
I don't know. I don't know what you guys just watched.
It's pretty sexy, if I might add.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like caveman porn.
Caveman porn?
That's an interesting way to
I
describe
don't
it.
know. He reminded me of a caveman. in the video.
What'd you guys think of
Wow.
Adam Scott this episode? All his stuff.
I literally loved everything he said and did.
Yeah, I love all his scenes.
Every
Yeah,
scene,
well-
every scene he comes on, I'm like, oh, cool, Adam Scott's in this episode.
Yeah.
Or this part. I love him.
I know. I wish there was more of him.
I
Yeah,
do
me
too.
too.
But then again, like if there was more of him, do you think his moments would be that great if he was
No,
in it all
probably
the time?
not.
Because he like the show be getting weird, and you're like, wow, this girl's a bitch. Oh, this girl's a bitch. Oh, they're like so that, and then
They're all
you cut to him, and he calls him out on it, and like it's I like that a lot.
Yeah, and
Bonnie,
he's not wrong.
Bonnie was the
Yeah.
only normal one this episode,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and she's been the weird one.
she's actually
And we did.
other than walking into the ocean, she seemed to be kind of like
Yeah.
getting back to normal, which I liked.
And like halfway drowning her child.
Well, that was her mom drowning.
That was her mom
her.
drowning her.
Yeah, it was just crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Because they showed you that for a split second in the next on last week.
Yeah.
So I'm going, what the fuck?
You don't. You never drowned your kids before?
No, I've never drowned my
he had to think
children.
about. He had to think about it for a second though. Have I almost drowned my sons?
I mean, you gotta dunk your kids once in a while.
They know how they can swim better than me.
I mean, they didn't at one point though, and then
Yeah.
you would have had to teach them.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, when they were little, I would take them and I would say, all right, we're gonna go underwater, whether or not they understood me or not. I would tell them to hold their breath.
They're like 8.
He's speaking Spanish. That's why they didn't understand
So,
him.
so like I would jump in the air and then we'd go underwater and then we'd come back up.
So you did
I
drown
never
your
was
kids.
like, I was never just like, oh, it's a beautiful day.
You know what his mom used to do to him, like when he was his first summer as a baby, blowing his face and then dunk him underwater.
Yeah, she did that to
Makes
Damien
sense.
a couple times too.
And then once in a while she'd forget to blow, just dunk you.
I never understood that. Why not just wait till the kid wants to swim and then fucking teach him
I
to
don't know.
swim?
You still don't want to swim.
Yeah,
You don't like swimming?
it's all right.
We should do swimming with Pleeka.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, all right, coming soon. Well, so what else happened? You guys bring up something.
I was gonna say when Adam Scott, well, after Renata gave her speech and Celeste said, "She's your fucking wife,"
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah, apparently I've been missing a lot. Maybe I." Should
You wanna go get some coffee and you can fill me in on other things I missed?
Yeah, and she was just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, and then
You don't think he?
Renata's
yeah,
like,
she's
you don't
like,
think he knows, right?
And then what's the title of the next episode?
The next episode is either called He Knows or She Knows. I don't know which one, but that's interesting. It could be about the detective. It's probably about the detective with the mom.
Yeah, probably.
So where do you think they're like? Because she went and talked to the detective this episode. She's like, do you think when she was crying first off that was real, or do you think she's just trying to get information?
I think she's
She's just
out
like
of the-
overbearing.
Well, I think she's. I think it's both. I think she's trying to get information in, but I mean, I think she's. I think she honestly believed that her kid wouldn't do this, and
Right.
these girls.
I think it's like
conspired.
halfway driving her crazy. That like. that
She
her
does
son
seem.
is-
She does seem.
You know what I
creepy.
mean? Like.
I'd be interested if they showed like a flashback of her and Perry before to see if she was like this before, or if her dying like made her or him dying made her snap.
Yeah, I could see her.
it'd be
I could see
interesting.
her being very overbearing.
Yeah.
That's just my pretend
Absolutely.
backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'd be really interested to see a flashback because they filmed all this other extra shit with
Yeah,
Perry
yeah.
like
And
that.
it's
They were watching
my
those memories on the iPad.
What did you think about the school stuff?
I actually found that kind of interesting.
See, I was a little disappointed in the school stuff. I knew The Ringer was doing something for this episode after, how they do that stuff.
Yeah,
and,
like a live Twitter show.
and Bill Simmons was going to be on it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to talk about the kids," and because he's a parent, and so I don't know. Maybe I got my hopes up a little more, but I was a little disappointed in it. Like I thought like literally her thing was we got to tell them the truth, and then they were mad because they're telling them, about the pollution and all that.
Yeah,
other
they were
stuff.
telling him. Well, because I think she was mad, and then she went there and had a mental breakdown, telling the truth about her kids and her husband.
Yeah,
I don't think anything in her statement had to do with like the school situation whatsoever.
no, but it started that way is all I meant. But then I just didn't see. I guess I just don't know where that's going, and like or is it just another like weight on their shoulders?
I think it's just another weight on there. I did like though that we got more of the principal, and so that was a really funny scene when I was in there yelling at him. She's like, "I'll buy every fucking
Yeah.
kid a polar bear," and then she leaves, and he's like, "What the fuck? Fuck her!" And you want a cigarette? I got a fucking spot where the kids can't fucking see us. And then they cut to her in Madeline's office, and she's telling the story, and it's a little different than what we saw. She's like, "He told
Yeah.
you to go to hell."
Yeah.
All that stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's interesting."
I felt bad for the teacher.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
like we got to see him in the classroom. He's having a good time with the kids, teaching them about Charlotte's Web and shit. And then all of a sudden, fucking cut to the
But-
closet, and little girl falls out.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, should he have noticed that like the kid wasn't there? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a teacher, never have been, but like,
I mean, who's
Just
to,
a
who's,
kid,
to,
like-
who's to say how? Like, we don't know how long she could have just walked away right when that scene started,
Yeah.
and that could have
I
happened.
mean, I don't know. There's 30 kids in the class, 20 kids in
Yeah.
the class. You're not gonna.
I mean,
if some fucking kid goes in a closet, you may not notice.
Any parent in that
True.
situation would probably blame the teacher if your kid passed out in the
and
closet.
how fucking creepy was like the kid therapist, huh? Or whatever that
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Little Bo Peep or whatever.
That-
Oh,
Yeah, we were talking for a second, and all of a sudden she's there, and we were like,
Like,
"What the
what
fuck
the
is going on?" But I like that too. And she was like, "Yeah, she's worried about climate change and the world ending." And they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, fucking
I
school."
think-
And they're like, "No, we're about the dad too." Oh, and
Well,
she's
isn't
worried about
that-
you.
Yeah.
Isn't that the chick from Reno 911?
Yeah, I said that to him. I said,
Yeah.
"I know from Reno 911," and then she's also in Role Models.
Yeah. I was just like,
She's
what the
basically
fuck
a
is going
weirdo
on
in
here?
everything she's in. It's kind of
Yeah.
her role.
Little Bo weirdo.
So, do you guys? Okay, so I think that what's Madeline's daughter's name? The one that like moved back in with her or whatever.
Fuck, I can't remember.
Okay.
Chloe? No, that's the younger
Sh-
one.
I don't know. I was just see Madeline's daughter.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I feel like Adam Scott's gonna leave her, and like she's just so used to her mom lying to her, and like she's just telling her like he's not gonna leave you to comfort her because that's how like she was raised, just based on everything was based on lies. What do you guys think about
I mean,
that?
it is called Big Little Lies.
Yeah. I don't know if she's intentionally lying to her mom. I think maybe
I
she
think
does.
she's just comforting
I think
her,
she,
like,
yeah, she is comforting her, but I think she
don't
probably does
worry.
believe Adam Scott might not
I
leave.
He's-
I kind of don't think he'll actually leave either.
I think he's
I
gonna
think
leave.
I think
either.
in like an
I do.
episode or two, they'll make up. Like something will happen, but he'll defend her, and he'll be like, "Fuck, I still love you." But
I think
it'll take him like an episode or two. Like he'll still be bitchy probably the rest of the season. Last.
I have to admit,
episode.
this little part of me wanted him to have like a little secret affair with Bonnie.
Yeah, that didn't cross my mind whatsoever.
That crossed my mind like 2 weeks ago when he said,
yeah, Abby's been on that trip for a while. She's like, I think he wants to. I'm like, what are they gonna do? Just swap wives or swap spouses?
I don't know if the other guy would be down for that because he was already married to Madeline. He kind of gets the shit end of the deal.
But Abby thinks that they still have something, and I'm like, I don't understand.
They do have some. Well, they're kids for one.
Yeah.
She's just saying that like they're way too passionate when they like as they get angry with each other and like.
I think
there's
she's
something
right.
there.
I think she's right.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I mean, I don't necessarily think.
She thinks they're gonna get back together.
I don't think that they're gonna get back to. I mean, that'd be crazy to see him fucking just swap.
Yeah.
Big little swap. But ever since he told Adam Scott to take her out to lunch, I was like, well, that's just weird. Like,
yeah.
Where's that going? Like, why would they do that?
I was surprised when he actually did it. And then it was funny when Madeline walks up and they're like, oh, hi.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I've thought that back since he asked. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of funny if they, like, I just like, she's my favorite girl person on the show, and he's my favorite guy person on the show. So I was just like, oh, they should get together.
Why not be together? Yeah.
Am I the only one here that doesn't like their therapist? Well, Madeline's seeing her now. With Adam Scott, and then Celeste was seeing her too.
I feel like she's just doing her job, and
I feel like she is, but then I feel like she does.
You know what I mean?
She has, because I was like, we're watching The Sopranos right now.
Yeah,
too.
She's not Melfi,
and I'm just comparing her to that too from what I've seen. And I was like, oh, the other girl seems way nicer about getting into your problems and asking real questions. She's just kind of just like, oh, you and self-inflicting wounds because you know people do that.
I feel like this
I feel like her tone is more like. Oh, you're doing this?
Straightforward?
Like judging and stuff like that, then the other person's just genuinely asking a question.
Maybe, but she's right.
Well, yeah, she is right.
So
I just feel like she's more... I don't know, I just don't like her sometimes.
If you wouldn't have brought it up, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. Kind of like me thinking Bonnie and Adam Scott were going to get together, so...
Yeah, just to me, every time she's on the screen, I feel like it's just weird and like...
I picture Deadwood every time she's on the screen.
The Queen?
Oh, she's in Deadwood?
She's either in Deadwood or she's in a Western where she plays Big Nose Kate. It was Doc Holliday's girlfriend.
Oh.
And that's, I think, maybe I made that up in my whole little head, but that's what I picture. I picture her like fucking...
It wouldn't be Pleeka. We weren't giving out wrong facts.
Western, Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West.
So that's what I picture. So it always takes me a second. Oh no, she's a therapist. Gotta like, you know.
So going back to the therapist thing real quick, do you think that this therapist in this show would act different if her client was Tony Soprano?
That's actually good. Maybe.
I don't think she.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you think about it, like, would she act different? Would she talk to Tony Soprano like that?
Absolutely not. Not more than once.
Yeah, I guess because Celeste hasn't thrown a fit and like said, "Fuck you,
and
here's your money."
Obviously, I haven't seen enough of. Obviously, I've seen 10 episodes of The Sopranos. I don't know if Melfi changes. I have no idea, but I mean, right now she's pretty docile and just kind of,
You might have a point. There might be the person too, and she might have a better connection with Celeste, so that's why.
Yeah, because she's gone through all this stuff with Celeste, and she knows what she's been doing. You know, she knows what she's been through.
Do you guys think that Mary Louise is actually gonna move out, or do you think for the
I don't know.
second time?
I thought she would have done by now.
Yeah, second time she's gonna be like, okay, I think it's best if you leave now, and then she's gonna be in the next.
Snoop into her fucking drawers.
Yeah, and
I like her answer though.
You got to be careful of this. Oh, I kind of need that. Like when he
she's
kicked
like,
me.
I'm not gonna. I guess I won't lie.
Yeah, she fucking jumped when she said, "Hey,
oh, you put a fright in me.
You scared me when I was snooping in the back of your fucking drawer in your bathroom."
Yeah. Playing that old people card.
Imagine if you did that and like you walk in and your mother-in-law is looking through your shit. You'd be like, "Bitch, I don't care if I killed your son."
Yeah, they're
done. Get out.
I hate her so much in this.
She's so good though.
Yeah, she's really good. But then every time she's in a scene, I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna do something else cunty in this fucking scene."
She kills it.
I mean, she wins an Emmy, right?
That's what everyone's saying.
Yeah. I mean, how could she not? It's HBO, and
people don't vote for her. That's how she wouldn't win.
Wow.
I mean, you asked.
Like, Captain Obvious.
So, what were you gonna bring up, Pass?
No, I was just gonna say, how about that ending, huh? Fucking weird, huh?
What was the ending?
Where she's like laying there, fucking diddling herself.
Oh, she was laying there masturbating. Yeah.
I did say to Drum, I go, she's masturbating to her dead husband. And Drum goes, oh, come on, who hasn't done that?
Yeah, Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, everyone masturbates to their dead husband at least once in their life.
I mean, that's the weird thing about her whole situation. She still fucking loves him.
I feel like that happens though a lot with those situations.
Yeah. But they don't usually kill him. Well, I mean, sometimes.
Well, she didn't kill him. Bonnie did.
Yeah,
It's not her fault.
But I mean,
if
obviously
she
the
would
thing
have went
is,
to the fucking party, it would be her fault.
it's just like when like when you start dating someone new, or if you're like dating someone who's a bitch, like like you're in love, okay? So you don't see it, but all your friends are like, dude, she's a bitch, or hey, he's an asshole, and then finally, when like something big happens, it's like, oh yeah, you guys were right.
But
I think we should do like
But
a love
she
advice show with Hash.
She's still not. We could do that. She's still not letting go of the fact that like he was going to kill her. Like she is the one that would be dead right now if he wasn't dead.
So
it's possible.
Do you think she is self-inflicting wounds?
I don't know. It's weird because she's been right about like she literally asked Madeline a question and she was completely 100% right. I'm not saying like the therapist is a fucking genius, but she asked her, and then in the next fucking scene, she's covering up her bruises with makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very.
Could be.
I want to bring up Taylor, when I was editing last week's episode, sent me a clip of last week when she was getting into that car accident and she kept having memories.
Yes.
Taylor thinks that that's a flash to the future because the guy she was kissing.
Crash?
No, not the crash part.
during
The guy she was kissing in those little flashes has a back tattoo.
Okay.
And we're pretty sure Perry does not have a back tattoo.
Oh, okay.
So that was. I thought maybe that would come up this episode, but nothing. That guy didn't show up yet, and we didn't see any more flashes. So if a guy doesn't show up again, then it's just Perry.
How many more episodes? How many episodes is this season?
There's 7 this season.
7 last season.
Yeah.
Do we know if there's going to be more after that?
And we didn't.
Season 3, I don't know. They haven't said.
They didn't.
I just didn't know if they had said anything about it.
No, they didn't even say there was going to be a season 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's interesting, dude. Like, I wonder if she is gonna hook up with another guy.
I think they'd be best for her.
Probably, because that's kind of what the therapist kind of hinted at. Like,
Maybe Adam Scott has a back tattoo.
oh, maybe
Wow.
he's in the
What if-
he's in the club with Ben Affleck, and they both got back tattoos.
What if it's Madeline's ex has a back tattoo, Adam Scott goes with Bonnie.
Oh, they all. And then
It's
next
just like a-
and
next
then
season,
Renata's
next season is just called
Yeah.
Wife Swap. Did anything? I guess so. Jade started going on more dates with a guy, and I have
He reminds me of you, and I don't
Of
mean
me?
that as an insult. A little bit, yeah.
Oh, well, that's funny.
I think the way he looks.
I think
not like his weirdness. Like I mean, 'cause
I think it's because
You know.
that time you tried to kiss Hess and he almost got hit by a bus.
Oh yeah, and then I was like, okay, Hess, I'm not gonna kiss you this time. I'm gonna hug you. And then we started dancing in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
It was really weird.
Is that it?
I had to leave.
yeah, it was probably when it was.
I was like,
yeah.
this is fucking awkward.
What's funny about that though is because the first episode he asked Jade if he's on the spectrum,
Yeah.
or if she was on the spectrum. Taylor thinks that he might actually be, and like he's gonna
Yeah.
tell it later on.
I could see it.
So
I could see him
it-
missing a chromosome.
Interesting that Hess thinks he's missing a chromosome. It says he's like me.
I'm just, that's why I said I didn't mean it in any like
There's something
rude
off.
way or anything.
There's something
Yeah.
definitely off about him.
What do you guys
Yeah,
think
he's
is gonna
like-
come about that?
I don't know.
Like, do you think it's gonna
Maybe
go
she-
anywhere
maybe-
weird, or do you think
may-
she's just gonna have a new boyfriend?
I was waiting for something to happen. Like I was waiting for like I thought the kid might have been in the Jeep in the car when they were out dancing, and like I thought maybe he was gonna jump in the seat and like throw it in reverse and run him over or something. I was like,
Jesus
what the
Christ!
fuck? I was like waiting for something to happen. I don't know. I just had like a bad feeling like something was
What's funny
gonna
is
happen.
I was at that scene. I mean,
I thought he was like gonna stab her or something. Like, I was
that
like,
scene. I
some-
was waiting because they were dancing. I was waiting for him to be like drop kick her and like just start beating her ass or something. Just because he's off, but I thought I was a little afraid something was gonna happen.
Oh, God.
I did. I got that vibe that he was.
But then
gonna,
when
like,
they
hurt her
started
or
just just hugging and dancing, I was like, oh, clearly nothing's gonna happen. When they were just standing there, I was like, oh, is this where it's gonna get weird?
You made fun of me for thinking Adam Scott's gonna fucking go with Bonnie? Jeez.
Well, I was that kid he's odd, so I thought something might come of that. He's meeting her son now. He's getting close. They always say the close person to you is gonna kill you.
Well, I mean, and then like she was like, I do have a son. He's like, I'd love to meet him. Like,
Yeah, what a
okay,
dick.
that's a fucking weird goddamn.
No, but that was
fucking,
so quick
we're
to
like,
be
I'd
like.
love to meet him. Like immediately, it was just like.
When
holy
Hess told
shit,
me
dude.
he has a son, I wasn't like, I want to meet him. We danced in the parking lot first, and I tried to kiss him.
and I damn near got killed by a bus. You fucking dick.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive you for that. Ever.
You guys lost me. Sorry, I'm sorry I brought that awkward situation up. I don't know. He might just be a nice guy, and
he very well could be.
Yeah,
and you're
but
just
they-
feeling,
but
you're
this-
feeling
a little
her,
too.
you're feeling
she's
her
a little too
hesitation.
guarded.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
You're feeling
could
her
be.
hesitation because she got raped
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe it
by a
just leads
fucking
to
6'5" vampire.
Maybe it leads to a happy ending with him. You never know. It could very well could.
I mean, I doubt it.
Yeah, it's
You know, because like in all honesty, out of all the 5 wives, or not, obviously she's not the wife, but like who's the most normal one out of them all?
Bonnie.
Like you would say,
Bonnie.
she's the most normal.
Yeah. Out of all of them,
Yeah.
yes.
Even that chick, I don't
Oh
even
yeah,
know.
she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Is she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
with reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a single
all right.
mom, and she's
Who would be second? Would she be second?
Jade?
Yeah, is that her name? Jade?
Is it Jade or Jane?
Jane.
Now I was
it's
confused.
Jane.
I confused myself with that. Yeah, I think she's probably the second most normal.
So it'd be Bonnie then Jane.
I think it's a tie for second. They're all fucking crazy.
But
They are.
she's less than they are. Like
And then,
at
like-
least she's like, I need to quit lying to my son, and they're like,
I mean,
hey,
and then you
cares?
also gotta. I kind of give her a pass because like all this is happening with Ziggy and then Mary Louise. Like she's like creeping on her and shit. Like she's just like.
that was fucking weird when she.
You know what I mean? Like
standing
she
there
just like
staring
doesn't
at
have
Ziggy.
any time to process. Like this is your grandma. Like this is fucking weird.
We talked about how weird she was, but when she asked her for a blood test at first,
Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe she actually asked that.
I couldn't believe it either.
Like,
And
can you imagine walking out and you're like, oh, here's this chick. It happens to be my son's grandma. And then she's like, hey, can you get a paternity test?
well,
Or
and
just like a little blood test.
and then where was she when she got in the car? Did she go get the blood test?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it was after they were talking and they showed her. They never showed where she was. She got in the car and
Yeah.
drove away, and she seemed upset.
She could. She might have.
Oh, I thought she was just leaving her work.
I mean, she could have been. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, I didn't think anything of that. I thought she was just leaving work.
I was like, how come they're not showing us where she was? Is what I was thinking. But
I
it
just
wasn't a
assumed
big
because
deal.
she was still in her work clothes though when she got in the car, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Any other things you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, we think Bonnie's normal. You don't think Bonnie's normal?
I mean, yeah, but she's clearly depressed. Like
Well,
But I don't think being depressed means you're not
Yeah.
normal.
Well, but she seems to be
Well,
coming out of it, and
A little
she,
bit, yeah.
she
when
does.
she told Jane to tell him and talk to him. Me and Jerome both go, "Oh, what a fucking
Like, what a hypocrite. She's
Hypocrite.
Her husband doesn't know her at all. And then she's like, oh, I'm a hypocrite. My husband doesn't know me. We're like, oh, well, at least she can
At
admit
least she
it.
admitted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we were
Right.
like, oh, okay, that like won her a pass for me.
Yeah.
I like her. I mean, I like her.
Anything else? Or are we honking our way out of here?
God.
All right, well, that's it for Big Little Lies this week, everybody. We'll be back next week with episode 4. And, yeah, see you then.
It'll just be you guys.
It'll just be me and Hess.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I work.
Oh, you work again?
I close. So.
You close?
What
Well,
a
we're
fucking
just going to
douche.
show up to your work and do it then.
That's fine, man.
Yeah. How about we do that?
Yeah. We
And
can
then like you can just download it on Amazon real quick, watch it. We'll be there at like 7:00
Yeah.
because you can watch a show for an hour uninterrupted right at work.
Oh, easily.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, that works out great.
Yeah.
What the fuck?